Cheers everybody, thanks for joining me for another beer review. You're watching All the Beer No Idea. I'm Baz, and the beer that we have got now is from a recent purchase. Bought a few beers and glasses from beer merchants, and it's one of the beers out of there, and it's from a brewery out of Edinburgh. And I've never had any of their beers when it's just been their beer. I think I've had one where it's been a collaboration, but what we've got is from Donkozo Brewing Company, and this is a can of their smoked Super King smoked hells. I'll get my words out in a minute. 500ml can coming in at 4.8%. Cost me £2 instead of £4, I think, something like that. Its best before date was the 3rd of the 9th, so it's just over a month out of date. Now it's saying on the back here, Super King is a Hell's lager brewed with beech smoked malt, a crisp sweet body with delicately rich wood smoke character and delicious citrus hoppy finish. Refreshing beer for the colder months and beyond. Okay, I suppose the smokiness is going to help it through these sort of times of the year, I guess. So I don't have a Donkozo glass, but I do have a Schneider's Bayerisch Hell's glass, so we are going to chuck it in there. So let's get it cracked open and see what we get. Like I say, it's a month past its best, so I don't know what it's going to be like. I wouldn't know what it's like anyway, so we're just going to have to see what we get. And for some reason, I mean, it's a bit hazy, it's looking, but for some reason I was expecting it to be like a dark lager. I think as soon as you put that smoked hells in there, you can't help but think it's going to be something a little bit different. And it kind of has that sort of smoky dark look about it, but I was expecting it to be a dark beer. So, beer in a glass. It's a murky golden straw colour, if you like. We got a 2-finger mix and match head. It is sort of going down a bit, so I don't know how long that's going to last. Like I say, real hazy. There is plenty of carbonation going up, not wild, but there's a good steady flow going up. So, is it looking what it should be looking like? I guess so, because I've never had a smoked lager. So let's dive in with the nose and see what we get. I was trying to get carried away then and go in for the taste, but we'll go in with the nose first. Yeah, you get that smokiness. I just love a smoked beer. Yeah, lovely smoky. How can I put it? Smoky bacon. Smoky bacon, burnt wood. Yeah, smells lush. Not really anything else I'm picking up from that. Again, it's all the smokiness. But yeah, smells really good. And just quickly on the can, it says on the front, crisp, bready and smoky. Well, the smokiness is there. Let's see if the crisp and breadiness is there. Cheers. Okay. Interesting. It's very, very different. It's very different. It's a month past its best. Is that changing anything in this beer? I'll never know unless I had one sitting right next to it that was well in date. I don't know. But let's go in again. It's odd. The body, not massively heavy, but there is a breadiness in that body. Nice carbonation, not loads of it, but enough to bring it to life. Reasonably smooth. Reasonably soft. It's a real odd one on the taste notes, it really is. It's got so many bits going on. So for me, the obvious, stating the obvious, you get that lager feel in this beer. You know it's a lager. You get a bready sort of start to it, a malty breadiness at the start. And just in behind that, running alongside it, you get that smokiness. Excuse me. So like I say, bready maltiness at the start, smokiness running alongside of it, with almost a crispy bacon feel. So just think, like I say, you got bready, you got smoky bacon. And then just in behind that, you get this kind of lemon, that citrus sort of lemon thing that you get with most lagers. So your palate's, it's going from like a sweet breadiness to an earthy smokiness to sort of like a dry smoky bacon thing, then going to sort of like a citrus lemon thing. So the contrast between all the flavours is a bit mad. There is a gentle bitterness there, and you're still getting that smokiness going alongside the lemon and the bitterness. And then once they go off, the smokiness just sort of takes over. But it's got a funny sort of twang on the taste, and I can't really put my finger on it. It's a tough one because it's kind of nice, and then there's this funny little thing in there that almost doesn't sit right. It's different. That's one thing. I mean, all right, I've had smoked lagers from Schenkerla and what have you, but they don't feel like this. They don't feel like this for some reason. I think the Schenkerla ones with that smokiness, they kind of almost have a rich maltiness to it, so it all sort of blends well. Whereas you get the smokiness in this one, and then it's almost a light lager taste. So there's a contrast, and it's a little bit odd. So, I mean, 4.8%. That's before we get too carried away. 4.8%. Oh, pardon me. Drinks nicely for 4.8%. It's refreshing. It says crisp. I don't think it's quite as crisp as what a normal lager would be because it's got that smokiness in there. But it is drinkable, 4.8%. Drinks well for it. Oh, Jesus. But it's an odd one. It's a Marmite beer. For me, I'm a little bit stuck in the middle with this one. I'm not sure what to make of it. I'd love to be able to say, yeah, go out and buy it and what have you. But there's a little bit that just doesn't want me to build everyone's hopes up. But it's an interesting beer, and if you can pick it up for £2 off Beer Merchants, maybe give it a go. So yeah, Donkozo's Brewing Co. They're Super King Smoked Hells. Different, interesting. I would certainly say maybe give it a go. But I wouldn't definitely say you're going to like it. I wouldn't definitely say you're not going to like it though. But yeah, give it a go. If you see it, give it a go. If you can pick it up for £2, what's the harm? If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I've waffled on for way too long. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night and your weekend. And I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.